Hi there, I'm Tom from todo.vu and I'm going to show you some tips and tricks about creating tasks. You should notice on the bottom right hand side of your screen a circle with a plus in it. This is what you click on to create tasks. This will immediately generate a draft task which shows up in your list of drafts on the left hand column. Should you navigate away from this task or get lost, you can always come back to your list of drafts and find these tasks. Everything you do is saved as you work, so you should find that you won't lose anything even if your connection drops out. Now, the simplest way to create a task is to just simply give the task a title and click Create Task. And that's it. It's all done. But obviously there's a lot more to tasks, so this time I'll add a task and show you through all the possible features in the system. So this time if I add a new one, I can also add a description to my task. This can be as long as you like, and it can also be formatted. You can also add a checklist of items. You can actually cut and paste a list here, so you don't have to type them individually if you already have them in another application. You can drag and drop files onto the task, and if those files happen to be something that we recognize, we can even render and display those files as thumbnails for you, such as images. Now, at the top of the task, we have several settings. You can give the task an assignee. It may default to you, but you can also choose your other team members. You can also type in the name of a new team member and invite them into the system right here from this tool. I'll assign this one to Keely. I can also allocate this task to a client or a project. One of the defaults is the in-house project, in-house client. I can also assign it to a different client, or I can type in a completely new client and add this new client to the system at the same time. And I can also add a project, so I can add a project while I'm adding the task at the same time. So now I've added this task to ABC Widgets Widget Creation Project. I can give the task a due date, either a fuzzy date or a specific date type. These due dates will impact on calendar syncing and notifications. Then every task has a defined list of followers. By default, it will always include the creator and the assignee, but you can also add other staff and also other contacts from clients in to see your task. If you mark your task as private, then only those people who are explicitly given following access will be able to see the task. If you leave that task as not private, then it can be seen by anybody in the system, subject to some other viewing restrictions that are possible. You can also label tasks with as many labels as you like. You can mark a task as being important. Once you've done this, don't forget to press Create, and your task will be created, or you can discard the task. Another important point to note is that you can also email tasks into todo.vu. Every workspace has its own private email address, and when you send tasks from your email address to that address, they will arrive and automatically be created with all attachments added. I haven't yet talked about the workflow. I'll talk about that in a separate video, and also the ability to add time to a task. So if you haven't done so already, I'd suggest you take a look at those videos too. Thank you very much and have fun trying out todo.vu.